There's a new wave of capital stoking London's housing bubble, and it's not Russian money in Kensington and Chelsea. This is a feature that George Hay has put together for Breakingviews. Where's this money coming from, and where is it going in London, George?
Well, the interesting thing is, as you say, it's not coming from all the obvious places, Russia or Eastern Europe. It's coming from China, and it's not even coming from Hong Kong, the kind of where you might expect it to come from. It's coming from mainland China, and the people I've been talking to think it's going to get much bigger over the next couple of years. And the interesting thing, probably the key thing that's most interesting about it, is it's not all of these Chinese buyers are rushing into the obvious places, i.e. the prime central parts.
Where the oligarchs are going.
Exactly. And for part of the reason why they're not doing that is because they're looking at the prices and going, this is just insane.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, what you've seen over the last couple of years with Russian money is that they're not really bothered about the rental yields they're getting.
Yeah.
Chinese money, at least from the people I've been talking to, are saying, well, we do care about that, and therefore we're interested to go further out of London.
My question is, who is the savvier? Is it these Chinese investors going to the outskirts of London, picking up a 5% rental yield or whatever it is, or is it the oligarchs who know they can make 50% over 5 years in Kensington and Chelsea?
Well, I suppose what the numbers are saying at the moment is probably the Chinese, because firstly, if you're buying for rental yield in the centre of London at the moment, you're getting absolutely nothing. You're getting like 2% or something. Further out in the not even like in Islington and Wandsworth, kind of even further out than that, you're able to pick up kind of 4 or 5%. So you're getting that rental yield. And the other thing that the numbers are saying at the moment is that on an annual basis, property prices in central London, in Kensington and Chelsea, that borough, for example, are actually kind of falling. They're slightly below where they were.
5% in the last year, I think.
Exactly. So whereas the kind of places that Chinese money is now looking at are the places that are still growing at a fair clip, and they're the outer boroughs, like everywhere basically. But the one that the development I look at is in Harrow. So that's clearly quite a long way out from the prime central bit that most people look at.
The other question you ask, of course, for the Chancellor is, does this matter, and how does he hit back? And we've talked about plans for hitting back, whether it's stamp duty or whatever. But what's he going to do about this?
Well,
is he going to do anything about this?
Probably the main thing he's going to do is absolutely nothing, because he's very, as you can see at the moment,
he's been on a charm offensive in China.
The British government are absolutely desperate to get Chinese money into the UK, and they love the idea of Chinese money kind of helping out investment, infrastructure and that kind of thing. But if it actually comes in to start pushing up London property prices and the prices of property outside London, then that becomes a big political issue, and then he's going to face a really difficult question about what he does. I mean, all he can really do is do what Hong Kong have done, which is slap a really punitive stamp duty, 15%, specifically on foreign investment. And that would annoy Chinese people.
And that's why he's not doing that. Is that?
Well, I think probably at the moment it's not become a big enough issue for him to have to do something. But the kind of point of this piece is to say, well, if all this money keeps on flooding in, and the kind of people I'm talking to are saying in a couple of years' time they might be the biggest single foreign investor in London property. If that happens, then he probably will have to do something about it, and that will be a very difficult political decision.
Just a couple of things. Fascinating statistic here. Chinese buyers have bought 7.5% of properties costing less than £1 million in a larger section of London. I mean, that is a real eye-opener.
It's more the key interesting thing about that is it's just the rates. It's kind of in 2010, 2011, it was less than a third of that, and it's kind of gone up quite sharply. And the point is, we think that it might go up, showing that rate over the next couple of years, and therefore that's when it becomes a big political issue. And
I want to just read out your last line. Prime central London may in time reach all the way to Edgware. And that is a long way out of central London.
That is a very long way, yes.
All right, great. George, many thanks for that. George Hay, you can find that piece, George's piece, his feature, on the Breakingviews website. That is it from me. If you want to watch our US show, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT, I'm Axel Throvel. This is Reuters.